Insanity right now. I'm about to show you. NASA predicts a wobble in the moon's orbit could lead to record flooding on Earth. Are you effing kidding me right now? What is going on, guys? It's Adam McKay Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Hopefully everything worked as it should. This is a live stream, but man, I had to go live when I saw this. I don't know, there's going to be people that said, oh, this came out 3 hours ago. It is news to me, and holy moly, this is absolute confirmation of things that were said up to upwards of 3 years ago, videos that we were doing. Obviously, people are going to say, oh, it's a study saying that essentially that the moon is set and it's on this 18-year cycle and it's going to wobble and it's going to cause worldwide flooding and people will downsize this. I don't know if that's the case. I honestly, if this was more of a thing, then this could be kind of the hiding underlayer to hide a whole lot of stuff. What's crazy is it says by, the 2030 mark. Now, that same year, we have a lot of stuff going on. In fact, there's a whole kind of group trying to get a lot of things changed by then. And I kind of wonder why. A lot of the things that are happening right now, like the practice with rural communities and all of this is going on. But on top of that, of course, trying to get to Mars all of a sudden. A few years back, we actually created Space Force, and Elon Musk and others and every billionaire was like, oh yeah, we've got to go to space now. And everybody chalks it up as like, oh, these are just rich billionaires that are, in their own kind of space race. I don't think so. Again, then you, of course, have Elon Musk creating Starlink, which everybody says, oh, it's internet for the world, but it's also a defense system for the planet. We said that two and a half years ago before any mention of sensors on Starlink was actually brought up. And then just a few months ago, that was confirmed as well. This is something that really is pretty trippy because I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time where YouTube went down and it was completely worldwide. And if you know anything about how, kind of it's set up, that's really hard to do because globally there's all these different servers, and that was before a lot of the hacking was going on. And there was, of course, this like crazy rumor on all over the internet saying that there was a video that was like getting spread like wildfire. It was on trending and it was at, hundreds of thousands of views before it got taken out. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but if you look up like YouTube and Moon, it was talking about this soldier that said that it's not us in danger, not the world that could be hit by an asteroid or something like this. That it was actually an asteroid or something would happen to the moon. I mean, do you remember this? And like it said basically that the moon and it would affect everything on Earth. And then supposedly what happened in this video is this military man was all dressed up and there was banging on the door and of course he basically was like sweating, just looked like horrid, and was like, they're not trying to let this out, blah, blah, blah. And then they came in and then the live stream got cut. And then, of course, everything went down. One theory was, and this was even on Drama Alert and everybody was covering it because this is the first time that, the whole platform went down. Now, is that what happened? I don't know. But again, I do know that everybody, including myself, covered it and we thought it was really weird. Also, what was said is that, again, it was like this guy was saying, this is it's not the Earth that's actually in danger, that it's the moon. I know that this all sounds crazy if you didn't follow and if you didn't see that and if you didn't experience and weren't around for that series of video. And he basically said that the moon was going to be a big issue. And now we're getting this. NASA predicts a wobble in the moon's orbit and, of course, may lead to record flooding on Earth. It says every coast in the U.S. is facing rapidly increasing high tide floods thanks to a wobble in the moon's orbit, working in tandem with climate change fueled rising sea levels. Now, whether this is a real thing or if it's a real thing to get us all, into 10 specific places or whatever, I don't know. But I do know that this is absolutely I didn't think, I thought it was a fake article. In fact, the first one I saw, it was from like newsbreak.app, and I thought that it was like an opinion piece. This is actually a new study saying that flooding, and of course, could it be minimizing it, or could it be over exaggerating it? Either way, honestly, this is just like nuts. If you watch my show or any of my stuff, I cover a lot of this. This is my passion. This is what I thoroughly spend all my time looking into, because it's the stuff that over the last, especially over the last 5 years, the world has been like a bad B movie. It's like you can see exactly what's going to happen next, and you see all these pieces, and it's like, how could this not equal this one, part right here? If it's like, if you got 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 2, that's 10. But then they're going, no, it's 24. Obviously, it's not 24. We see all of the pieces of this puzzle, and it easily equals 10. But then they go, nope, it's 24. And if they say it's 24 enough times, and they go, okay. And then your friend over there goes, you're an idiot, dude. It's 24. Then you go, okay, all right, sorry, it's 24. Nope, 5 twos is 24. Got it. And that's exactly what has been happening for basically, the last 5 years, but really a lot in the last 2 years. We see these obvious things that it's like, how could, we call it right off the bat. You see live television of events happening, last year or a year ago, and it's like, wow, this is literally happening, and we all know what's going on. It's insane. So this, doesn't surprise me. This, in fact, is like something I've been talking about for 3 years, and it's because of the different people that have popped out. As far as that event with that video, if you look back, we were one of the first ones to cover that, and it was really, really crazy, because the comments on all of those were the people that said, I saw it, and it was genuinely distressing, and this and that, and it didn't keep going. They didn't let it keep going. A lot of people thought that maybe they shut the whole thing down because it was spreading. One thing we do know, the NZ event that happened, where there was a video that, was obviously very, bad and everything, that went everywhere, right? Well, they actually changed the entire platform to weed that out of the internet. So we knew that happened, but we've never seen factually like them turning it off to not let something go around. Again, this is all speculation, and I just think this is absolutely crazy. It says, through the mapping of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administrations, or NOAA's sea level rise scenarios, flooding thresholds, and astronomical cycles, researchers found flooding in American coastal cities could be several multiples worse in the 2030s. So how bad? Like, we're losing our coastlines, or it says when the next moon wobble is expected. How did we just find out about this? If it's an 18-year cycle and all of a sudden we're going to flood, and they say it's going to compact on top of all of the, new weather that we're experiencing. So I guess let me ask you this, like, look at everything that's happened from Space Force to, of course, sending, Noah's Arks to the moon. This is a real thing where they sent all of the DNA samples of different animals, everything to the moon. Then doing the same thing, sending it into the mountains of like Norway and Sweden. I believe Norwegian or Swedish Navy, putting all of their military ships in the mountain, all this weird stuff. On top of that, all of this, hubbub about going to different planets and having a deadline. And it was like, if maybe in the past they looked at it and they were like, oh, 2030, this is happening. Okay, well, we need to get this done by 2025. Look at how fast the space industry is moving, if it's true that they're actually doing this. Or there's some big old plan and the whole space thing is, just one big, screw with your head. I don't know. But I do know that this is just eerily along the lines of like, how is this actual media? How is this actual news? This isn't a theory. This isn't some, fringe YouTube channel that's saying this. It is actual NASA. What world are we in right now? So I hope that everybody did find this stream. I hope it worked correctly. It probably doesn't have the right thumbnail, doesn't have whatever. But I would definitely be paying attention to this. because basically every media is talking about it. I mean, last year we found out that the moon was actually in our atmosphere. That was crazy. I mean, everybody was like, what? Because it's technically inside of one of the layers where I don't want to misquote it. Last time I said it's in the geocorona, but that's wrong because the geocorona is like what is out there. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe if you're not. There's more stuff coming like this. I'm going to be following this. Again, everybody's going to go, oh, you're all pumped up. Yeah, I don't care. This is genuinely the most interesting thing I've seen in a long time. And yes, I am. I'm not pumped about like this possible scenario, but think about all the stuff that would start to make sense and click together by the year that they say that this is going to start causing things, problems. And this whole weird thing about a year and a half, 2 years ago saying we have a deadline, 12 years until the point of this and the climate chaos and all this kind of crazy stuff. What if there is something, there? That's what I always ask myself, like, we've been lied to so much through our entire lives back to kindergarten that we don't know what is. But I continually, of course, absorb information, and if I'm not right, then I'll fix it. Dex was not wakeable at this time of the hour because it's 3 hours later. It's about 1:30 here. It is in the morning by about 7 or 8 or 9. Dex, I'm sure, will get all of the links that I have attached here and then put them on the website on marfooglenews.com. If you go there, you can actually use it as a searchable archive. So any claim that I've made or any prediction that we've made due to, military sources or anybody, we make sure to put it there. And if it's wrong, we correct it. We give our sources. We give our back. So again, if you're new, I hope that you find value in this. And again, I'm not trying to say the world is ending. But I do think that it's definitely going to be a little bit different here pretty soon, and this would be total confirmation of that, or at least some piece of the puzzle. So thank you everybody, and I'm sorry for being so amped. Like this is too eerily like up the alley of what we've talked about and heard and thought, that's crazy, and now it's coming from the officials, right? So whatever their thing is, I don't care. I do know that there's something up and something big is happening. Something big is coming, and it's a whole lot bigger than this last year and a half. So have a great night. Be safe. Be prepared. And of course, Marf out. Just a reminder, you can go to marfooglenews.com to support our channel. Again, EMP shields are now on sale. marfooglenews.com/EMP. Only news I use.